Hi everyone, Chris Terry here, Trading with a Trend. Just going to do a quick video recap of Amazon here, and you can see the stock has come down fairly significantly from the highs. It was just under 700 that it topped out at, pulled back, and then bounced and ran right up in earnings. Earnings was actually after market on this day here, so it ran right up in earnings. People rolled the dice on an earnings play, gapped down and dumped on them, and it's been pushing back up since. And we had this, one red candle 2 sessions ago. Yesterday it gapped down and pushed up, and then today, that strong close there followed through to the upside with a gap up just above the high of this day here, and it pushed up around about $20 on the day. So if you see this kind of gap where the stock sold off, and it's reversed now, had that little chance to pull back, and now it's gapping up again. That's the type of gap that you want to look for a way on if the stock is continuing to move higher. And we'll take a look now at the weekly and see just how far the stock has come here. So you can see the stock was around $300, and then it pushed up, consolidated, pushed up, consolidated, pushed up again, got kind of whippy in here, but it did manage to put in this final leg up, and that's where it topped out just under 700. But now you can see it's pulled back, made a lower high, and down we come again. So it's actually in a downtrend on this weekly chart, and it could turn around at any time. I mean, today could have been the last day, but just looking at how it closed on the daily chart, with it pushing up, closing right at the highs, with the volume picking up a little bit, it's not looking weak here, it's not looking tired. There's no reason the stock couldn't push up for another day. Who knows, it could push right back up towards the highs, but as it looks right now, looking like the momentum is to the long side. And looking at the 60-minute here, you can see that after declining, the stock kind of found a bottom in here. This low here, it did just break that low just slightly right here. So there was some buying in there, and then it pushed back up, and it's been making higher lows and trending upwards and higher highs since then, and pulled back. And then this is the day that we had here today where it gapped up and ran. It actually consolidated for quite a while after that morning push. So the stock doesn't look tired on the 60-minute. It looks like it's rested, and it could easily go again tomorrow. So we actually have it on watch. It's on the list for tomorrow. Nothing to really see on the 50-minute, and the 2-minute on this stock is a little wild, but a couple of nice entries that I want to show you on the 5-minute. So like I was saying earlier, this is the type of gap that you want to find a way on. And after it gapped and went, it pulled back, and you notice how the volume just dropped right off on that pullback. And then volume started to ramp up here as the stock started to rally again and find some more buyers. So this is your entry right here on this green candle above the high of this green candle. Take it for that move right there, and then the stock pulled back right here, tried to pull back. At one time this was a solid red candle, and it came back to close right here, and then chopped around for a bit, made a new high, finally getting over the high of this green candle right here. And there would be another entry right there. Didn't really go very much on that particular one. Pulled back again, and then another entry right here on this green candle above the high here, right here. And that one ended up producing another, let's see, 555 up to 560. So another $5. And that was about it. It didn't really set up. I mean, you could say that this was a setup where it pulled back, and now it's going higher here, but there was no follow through whatsoever. It just chopped around after that. So that's the kind you just want to say, okay, it didn't go, and try to get your money back somewhere in this area, right? But after that, it pulled back, pushed up, made a new high right here, stopped at any shorts, and then pulled back and made a higher low right here, and then down to a lower low right here, stop out. Any of the longs had their stops right here, and then one last push up to close the day near the high. So you can see that the trades had taken the stock were early. I mean, if you got in off the hop on a 1 minute or 2 minute breakout concept, then you know, if that's your style, your cup of tea, then you know, you caught that first move there. But you know, wait for that more reliable, clean setup. This is it right here, and you know, there was a move right there, another move right here, another move right there. So actually got, you know, 1, 2, and then you can see the third and fourth move were weaker, but certainly that first and second move were pretty strong, and you know, this one here did produce in a couple of smaller stages. So we got this stock on the list for tomorrow, and we'll be watching it for a setup, you know, something similar to what we're just looking at on the 5 minute here. And if we see something we like, then we'll jump on again.